The Everglades is the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. The Everglades is home of a vast variety of animals like amphibians, birds, fish, insects, spiders, mammals like West Indian manatee, reptiles like alligators, crocodiles, snakes, and lizards. The first part of the video is about the airboat ride that we took. In order to see more wildlife in Florida Everglades, we went on an airboat ride. The second part of the video is about the educational program that the Everglades Safari has, where we learn about snakes and alligator. We learn the difference between an alligator and an American crocodile. And the third part is about the alligator we saw at the Big Cypress National Preserve of Florida, which is part of Florida Everglades. Enjoy the video.
Folks, keep an eye out over here to the left-hand side. We normally have a female alligator that likes to hang out over here on the left. I think she's starting to build her nest for April and May, so she might have a nest somewhere back in here. She's always over here in the grass somewhere. Is she there today? Oh, you see her? Yeah.
The first criterion by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in its designation of Everglades National Park as a World Heritage Site in 1979 is the Everglades is a vast, nearly flat seabed that was submerged at the end of the last ice age. Its limestone substrate is one of the most active areas of modern carbohydrate sedimentation. UNESCO recognized that the subtropical wetland, coastal, and marine ecosystem and complex biological processes that make the Everglades a sanctuary for its legendary wildlife will not exist where is not for the underlying geologic, which is predefined exceeding Everglades landscape and ecosystems.
Those are those scratches that you see on either side. That happens here today. Please remain calm and do not worry about me. I am safe way up here. I don't mess with alligators.
Thank you. I love you guys already. Thank you very much. I gotta have my introduction. I apologize. It must be done. So, like I was saying, so these guys don't belong out here, okay, but they are out here. And how they got to be out here is that back in the early 1990s, a lot of people that had them as pets, whenever they didn't want them anymore, they would just let them go out here, okay? Now, if they weren't causing any issues, it just wouldn't be a problem, period. But it became a ginormous problem because they eat the same animals that the alligators eat. Rabbits, otters, raccoons, minks, possums, a lot of small mammals. And now, the population of those mammals is dangerously low because of the fact that now those animals don't have to worry about the alligator only. Now they got to worry about the boa constrictor, the Burmese python. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention that we have the anaconda out here as well.
What?
You guys seen that movie? You guys seen that movie? Watch out now. Watch out. It's out there. All right? So it's got to worry, those animals have to worry about 3 different species of snakes on top of the alligator. Okay, so once again, the population is very low. And that's where the national park steps in. The national park has been battling these snakes for the past 20 some odd years. Okay, and they're not going to give up. They're not going to stop until balance is restored out here in the Everglades. Okay, so far, the most effective attack on the population of these snakes has come from Mother Nature. About 7 or 8 years ago, the temperatures here dropped to about 30 degrees. And these snakes weren't having it. They were dying left and right. But there were a few survivors. Now the fear of us, they want nothing to do with us. But with that said, there have been accidents in the past between alligators and people. But if you research those accidents, you're going to find out that the alligator mean by provoked is that at one point or another, somebody fed a wild alligator. Once you feed a wild alligator, that's it. That wild alligator is not afraid of anybody anymore, and that's how those accidents happen. Now, a big question I get out here is, what is the difference between the alligator and the crocodile? Okay, these are all alligators. Alligators have a round mouth, whereas a crocodile has a pointy V-shaped mouth. The American alligator and the American crocodile, they tend to be the same size. But in other parts of the world, the crocodile is definitely much bigger and much more aggressive. The nose, the nostrils, right here. They're able to smell a wounded animal from roughly a mile away. Now, when an alligator, get this now, when an alligator gets into a fight, they are able to bring their eyes inside of their head. That way, they don't lose their eyes in the fight. You guys want to see what that looks like? Yeah. You asked for it. I agree, it's disgusting. And to prove that they all do it, I'm going to do it to my buddy Rocky here. Okay, yes.
One coming over there.
More wildlife right here.
Oh, se hundió, se metió.
There's a crocodile.
Oh, that's a crocodile. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.